Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Wednesday, July 31st, around 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. A G1 geomagnetic storm that started 6 hours ago is waning, but may jump back up, and that means good chance for Aurora. We also have a deadly landslide in India to talk about and major flooding in Vermont. Keep calm. It's boom time. Catastrophic flooding in Vermont washes away roads and traps terrified residents amid flash flood emergencies. The Fox Forecast Center said 8.04 inches of rain fell in St. Johnsbury, most of which occurred in just 6 hours. That now places St. Johnsbury into the third wettest July on record, and the rain overnight vaulted Tuesday to one of the wettest days on record in Vermont. Take a look.
When you take a look at the video, you can just see how intense some of the flooding was. This is out of northern Vermont. This is out of the town of St. Johnsbury. You have roads that have been washed out, roads that collapsed as a result of the water, and also just numerous roads that are closed because maybe they're not passable. In this scenario here, the police department sharing this video, I should say photo, it looks like part of the road is passable, but the sides of it have been inundated with water. And here, the road actually gave way. There were high water rescues in this town, 8 inches of rain, just over 8 inches, in fact, out of St. Johnsbury in 6 hours. So it does qualify for their third wettest July on record. The rain has stopped, so it's no longer an actively raining situation. But you still could get some of that water that continues to kind of funnel into some of those spots. Gravity is going to win out. You're going to continue to see, I think, water recede over time. But this flash flood emergency will continue till about 11 o'clock this morning. And when we take a look at what happened, you guys, oh, by the way, this is video out of last year's 2023. So for perspective, we're in northern Vermont. We're just to the east of Montpelier, which, as you both remember, was when we had
how could we forget
the worst flood in Vermont's history.
Wow, so Vermont is getting hammered, literally, by floodwaters. Severe storms to strike the plains and Midwest midweek. And let's check out the full forecast. Severe storms and flooding in the central U.S. and dangerous heat across the central U.S. as well into the southeast. Showers and thunderstorms over the northern plains, upper, middle Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valley will produce heavy rain and localized areas of flash flooding. There is a risk of severe thunderstorms over the middle Mississippi Valley as well. Heavy rain is also expected in northern New England and southern Arizona. Multiple days of excessive heat are forecast from the central U.S. to the southeast. So click on your county over at weather.gov for more information. And now we'll turn our eyes to the GFS model and just move it through. And we can see in 3 hours, we're going to see some severe weather explode over the upper Midwest, including, say it ain't soda, Minnesota, Iowa, and let's move this through. That severe weather will continue tomorrow in Michigan, Wisconsin, maybe Ohio and Indiana as well. And then here we are Saturday, August 3rd, pop-up storms in northern Florida as well as the mid-Atlantic there. So the precipitation is going to continue through the first week of August for the east. And about August 4th, we see a really nice pattern developing in the Four Corners region with some monsoonal activity that is going to bring much needed rain to wildfires. And take a look at what's showing up here. That tropical depression that we've been watching may actually develop here and make landfall on Florida. It looks very slow moving in this model. Take a look. It's just going to simmer around and do some loop-de-loops. Let's just hope this model doesn't stay true, but it looks like a hurricane could be lingering for over 24 hours on the panhandle of Florida based on this model. Now, rescuers search through mud and debris as death toll rises to 166 and landslides in southern India. An absolute travesty. Take a look at the size of the boulders moved by the force of the slide. Those are 20 tons or more. New Delphi, more than 1,000 rescue workers searched through mud and debris for a second day Wednesday after multiple landslides set off by torrential rains killed at least 166 people in southern India, police say. Torrents of mud and water had swept through tea estates and villages, and rescuers were pulling out people stuck under mud and debris as light to heavy rain hampered their efforts. Thoughts and prayers go out to those affected by these landslides. And when in doubt, get to high ground. Seismic update. Most recent quake is the biggest over the last 24 hours, just about a 5.0 in Panama. We also have a 5.7 in Fiji. Overall low-level activity worldwide. Space weather update, multiple high-level M flares over the last 24 hours. A number of sunspots on the disk and a fizzled geomagnetic storm barely getting to G1 just twice over the last 36 hours at KP5. There is still some chance for Aurora as telemetry has been enhanced over the last 10 hours with the phi angle shifting and the BZ staying squirrely, which is pushing plasma speed now above 500 kilometers per second. Could be some good Aurora for northern latitudes. Take a look at this. Never before seen shapes up to 1,300 feet long discovered beneath Antarctic ice. And it's not aliens, unfortunately, or a secret government plan. The unusual patterns found beneath West Antarctica's Dawson ice shelf could help scientists to better understand how glaciers erode. How do you like them apples? Einstein predicted an engine that would travel faster than light. It has been built for the first time, and it works like this. Can you believe it? A warp drive? Holy macaroni. Links will be below. The U.S. carries out strikes in Iraq as regional tensions worsen, and Vladimir Putin issues chilling warning over banned long-range weapons as World War III fears rise. The world is going to poop. But the good news is you can be prepared in case of any eventuality with the Jace case. Emergency medications, life-saving medications, and antibiotics to use in a time of need. You can personalize your case and put anything you want in it. You can buy up to a 1-year supply of life-saving medications that you need. It only takes a few minutes. It helps the channel, and it helps your preparedness and peace of mind. And that's a boom to knowledge. Please share this video as we are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. We'll also be at the Crestone Energy Fair September 14th and 15th. And we could use your support there as well. Please become a Patreon. Support the work we do and watch all of our podcasts in one place, commercial free, for as little as $1 a month. Go get it. We love you. And that is a boom.